government kuma-South Africans uthi akahambisani nokuhlukunyezwa kwabantu bangaphandle. Into exakayo ukuthi uma-ke thina esivotayo singama-South Africans sikhala ngokuhlukunyezwa ngabantu bangaphandle, ugovernment uyayithulela. Uma sikhala ngey'dakamizwa ey'gcwele eSouth Africa, ugovernment uba ngathi akekho. Uma sikhala ngama-bylaws angalandelwa ngendlela, ugovernment kuba ngathi akekho. Kodwa uma kwabathinta abantu bangaphandle, I'm not condoning violence. Kodwa uma-ke bathintwa, uhulumeni uhamba phambili. Bese umbuzo ungathi ugovernment kanti uprotecta bani? Ngabe ngempela lama-borders bawavule ngephutha, bawavule ngamasibomu yini ukuthi thina singama-South Africans sizohlukunyezwa ngabantu bangaphandle? Because it shows ukuthi angeke phela kube ukuthi ama-borders avuliwe, kuphinde nangaphakathi uma kumele uyobika kuhulumeni omvotela bese ethi uhulumeni ayikho into engayenza, bese abantu mabezama ukuziklinela amadolobha bese ethi uhulumeni niyabahlukumeza. Kumanje ugesi uma uthenga 100 rand ugesi, uma uthenga 100 rand uthola u16 units. Kumanje uma uye esitolo izinkwa ziyadula. Kumanje uma uthi ubheka amanzi, South Africa cannot supply amanzi alingana sonke South Africa because we are overcrowded. Ugesi njengobona udula nje kungenxa ukuthi there is an oversupply of electricity. Uhulumeni uthule ngathi akekho. And yet soon uzobe sengena door to door esizokhuluma indaba uthi votani. Kodwa laba bantu akade ba protecta sonke lesi sikhathi abakwazi ukumvotela because they are not here legally so. So thina ke now qualify ukuvotwa and yet we are not protected. So uhulumeni kumele ayibhekisise lento yakhe yokuthi cha le ndaba yakhe ayisebenzi kanje. And intelligence yakhe fanele ngabe iyamtshengisa ukuthi lento lena yama illegal immigrants it will escalate, and ngalesi sikhathi escalate izocisha ifane ne-unrest. And government is not even looking into that. Kuyena nje it's business as usual. But this thing is getting out of hand ngempela because thina we are feeling ilokhuzana, we are being suffocated in our own country. We are feeling the pinch now. Financially, most of the things we cannot afford, and yet the government is not saying anything about that. Yet makhalela abantu bangaphandle bezothi hayi kwenziwe ukuthi ugovernment ukhuluma kuqala. Hayi ngeke government. No.
So I just saw a video of this Nigerian guy saying that other African countries must cut all diplomatic ties with South Africa. And also a lot of people saying that when foreign nationals, particularly undocumented foreign nationals, leave South Africa, our economy is going to basically fall. It's going to literally suffer. My question is, you are undocumented. You therefore do not pay meaningful tax. Added value tax is not meaningful tax. If value-added tax was so meaningful, we would not have other taxes. We would just have one tax. Now you are undocumented. Therefore, you do not have a tax number. The system does not know you. The economy doesn't know of your existence. How will our economy suffer when you go and yet the economy doesn't even know you are here? You don't contribute meaningfully to our economy. So how is our economy going to suffer when you don't contribute to it in a meaningful manner? And number two, you guys act as if our economy is held together by other Africans. And I hate to admit this, but the South African economy is held by white people. It is made strong by white people. Look at what you guys did when you decided to chase white people out of your countries. You invited poverty. You invited economical sanctions. And it's a sad reality, but it is a true reality. That is why Zimbabwe and all these other nations are in the situations that they're in. South Africa decided to be strategic and allow white people to be here because we know how the West operates. The West is not going to come here and give wealth or do business with African countries if white interests do not benefit. So let's stop this thing of thinking that without y'all, South Africa will suffer. Donald Trump denied us medication and gave us sanctions, but guess what? We're still thriving. We're still doing very well. So you guys can cut your ties. In fact, we want you to cut the ties and we'll be good.
I am seeing a lot of videos in light of everything eyenzakala in South Africa. I think kufanele lokho ngikusho. The tag echumayo kulezi insuku ukuthi South Africans are not angry enough. Mina bengizothi akuyizibe le anger. It's not that we're not angry enough. We're just not organized. It's not that we're not united. We are just not organized. It's not that we are corrupt or we lack any. We are not organized. We are not organized. We do not have an organization. Asihlelekile. Sishoti ngokuhleleka. Sishoti ngesikompilo lokuhleleka. Sishoti ngama email subscriptions. Sishoti ngezinto ezosikhumbuza every day. Sishoti ngani? Sishoti ngezinto okufanele si-invest towards our freedom. Meaning njengoba nje nihola nge-25 fanele ngabe khona imali mina ntombi enhle engiyikhiphayo towards ukuyiliberate. Abokufika uma ngasethi uyabadadisha bonke. And mangithi abokufika guys angisho laba abafana nami kuphela. Ngisho wonke umuntu ongekho indigenous to lelizwe lethu. They did not come here with anger. They did not come here with demands. They came here with one thing: organization and a dream. Banama organization angatbhalisiwe ngisho ukubhaliswa ndawo. Uma kuukuthi iHome Affairs iyinkinga, kodwa somehow somewhere bayabhenka. Babhenka kanjani? Uma kuukuthi udinga ID eSouth Africa so that you can do anything, abanawo ama ID benza kanjani? Abanawo ama ID bawathola kanjani? I think iyona thought process yethu leyo thina abantu ofanele ngabe sigudla kuyo right now. Iyona tip yami nje leyo towards abantu bakithi. We do not need to be angry. Sesibile angry. I think we've had so many rounds of anger. Sesibile angry bafowethu. We need to be organized. That's the only thing we need. We need to have structures that organize us. Nakhona not big structures. Wena nabangani baka bawu5. Nize bawu10, nize bawu20. Ngithi mina tadisha ama models asebenzayo. Kukhona omunye othena, hayi stadish ngathi mina tadisha ama models asebenzayo. Meaning think like the people okompita nabo. Think like your enemies. Think like them. How do they work their way around the banking system? How do they work their way around indoda le uKhesaru iyentela? How do they do that? Benza njani? Ukubypassa onke lama system. Funda now. Ibayibona, learn to move like them. Learn to move like them. Uma kuukuthi ulalelile le video yami engithi mina sine tag la, funda ukuthi it's either le tag isuswa kanjani noma uthola enye, but move like them. And another thing ebhlungu about ordinary South Africans, sengizoyivala video. Do you realize ukuthi bona yonke imali abayisebenzayo from inkampani lezi ezinkulu eregistered eSouth Africa? USARS akayilandeli njengoba elandela wona ngepayee athathe 10,000. Yes, ubuholu 30,000. You understand? So, do you realize ukuthi my friend imali yakhe yonke iza kuyi? My friend ubhenka kanjani? Dadisha my friend ukuthi ubhenka kanjani? Nawe iba my friend ngamanye amazwi. Okay, understand leyo? Bona the reason into zabo ikhula fast kangaka, they cheat the system bypassa izinto eziningi. Nathi kufanele sithole indlela yokubypass izinto eziningi. Okay, understand leyo nto? Sengishilo futhi angihlehli sengishilo. Akwazi phela ukuthi wena you're still playing a fair game while abantu beplaya an unfair game. Do you realize ukuthi wonke laba bantu abana imoto ezu7 nama Porsche awu7 mobuka uSARS akababoni? Kodwa wena you skip one payment. You skip one tax return nakhona ithathiwe ufuna kodwa uregister ukuthi yebo ngithathile. Do you realize ukuthi wena yakhe imali idliwa to a dollar, to a degree, to a cent? Oh my friend abakhokha intela. bonke lama informal sectors engabalile awakhokha intela ngisho nalawa aformal ama billionaires awakhokha intela. Umuntu okhokha intela la eSouth Africa wena osebenzayo. Find ways around the system. Ayikho enye indlela. Ayikho enye indlela. Ayikho enye indlela.
Ake sikhulume South Africa. Ake sikhulume KZN. Namhlanje ngingazulazula la eDurban Central. Injongo yami bekuhambe ngifuna i-charger ye-smartwatch. Ngiqale ku-West Street. Ngasuka ku-West Street ngaya ku-Queen Street. Ngasuka ku-Queen Street ngaya ku-Victoria. Zonke le ndawo lezi into efika ngimangaza ukuthi zibukeka zi-empty. Izitolo eziningi zivaliwe. Okuba umbuzo kumina ukuthi kanti ngempela le izitolo ezingaka ecelwe abantu bokufika kanjani? Le izitolo ezingaka ezivaliwe ezitshengisa kahle kamhlophe ukuthi ezabantu bokufika kanjani? Is it because thina ma South Africans siyahluleka ukuthola le izitolo? Cha. Ngikusho lokhu ngoba a close friend of mine usezame almost 5 years efuna indawo nje encane yesalon, but uma efika bamfrustrate ngalendlela, bamfuna izinto eziningi, bamfuna ama deposit o 4 months, and ubona ukuthi hayi ngoba bekuthi bafuna le deposit indlela yokumfrustrate. Kodwa uma usu-investigator, uchecker, ubuza kwabokufika, zonke lezi zinto abayifuni kubona. Kuba lula nje ukubanikeza indawo. Kodwa ama-South Africans awayitholi indawo. Kumanje iTheku lithule ithe du. Ngoba phela zonke izitolo eziningi sekweza labantu. Akunendaba mhlawumbe umunye ozocabanga ukuthi mhlawumbe it's a xenophobia. No, but iqiniso fanele likhulunywe. Because ugovernment wethu akanandaba. Ugovernment wethu akagqize eqakala, akanandaba ukuthi kwenzakalani. This is a ticking time bomb bafethu uma singabhekile. Kukhulu kuzokwenzeka if kuukuthi ugovernment wethu uthule nje uyabuka. I can't believe ukuthi indawo engaka zingagcwala abantu bokufika, abantu base South Africa abanendawo zokudayisa. And worse, abantu base South Africa badayisela ko Vrandi. Abakhanda amafoni bawakhandela ngaphandle ko Vrandi. But laba abanye ama-Pakistani, whoever banezitolo. Into enjani leyo? Idalwa yini leyo nto? Umasipala weTheku uthi uma unika labantu indawo, uthini ngabantu base South Africa if kuukuthi abanendawo bona? Yini kube lula ukuthi umasipala weTheku ukwazi ukuthi ukhiphe imoto zawo ukuthi ziyophuca abantu base South Africa impahla zabo bezamela, kodwa lana kugcwele and abantu abaningi kuyatshengisa ukuthi abanye abakho documented eSouth Africa. So that's why uma kuukuthi kukhona into efana nale eyimashi bebaleka kakhulu, because banezitolo nje abanawo amaphepha abanye babo. Kodwa kulula ukuthi umuntu wase South Africa uma edayisa ama-aphula ngaphandle ezamela izingane zakhe ukuthi zesikoleni aphucwe yonke into. Ugovernment wethu uthini? Ujaha ukuthi kuphehlwa udlame. Kuyinto efana ngabe ilungiswa uyena. Bagcwele labantu la, bagcwele into angazi uzuyibona. iTheku lithuli du. Ungafunga ukuthi unyuye ebusuku. So politics, this is too much now. Sekwanele manje. Siyanicela ukuthi please anilungiseni indawo zethu, anilungiseni izwe lethu. uma uthi na benefita kulabantu benefita ngendlela eright hayi ngathi yimbe lento engibonayo
ma South Africa mahle azilime ziye etsheni. Let bygones be bygones. For those who don't understand, especially Ghanaians, we are saying let bygones be bygones. That's what it means. My man, you need to wake up. You need to use your brain. You need to think properly. You don't need to be emotional. You don't need to be distracted by Nigerians that you are chasing away from your country. Now they're pointing us that we are xenophobic. We'll never accept the word xenophobic because it only works in South Africa. When you chase Nigerians in Ghana, you don't use xenophobia. When Zimbabweans take stores and shops and businesses in the informal trade, they're saying they must be given to Zimbabweans 25% a year until it reaches 75%. There is xenophobic is not a word that they are using in Ghana. You come here in South African spaces, you want to make us feel bad because we are reconstructing our country. You calling us xenophobic. We are not. We are fixing our country because we are saying illegal foreign nationals, they must leave the country. There's nothing xenophobic about that. Now you are saying that you've got 200 companies. This is not a new story. Nigerians, they've said that. And they've made a threat saying that if we are not stopping what we are doing right now, they will close all those companies with immediate effect. My man, run tomorrow morning and close those 200 companies. Start with MTN and remove the network and bring it back to South Africa. Remove all those banks and hotels. Go there and see who will be losing the jobs. Who's working there? Because 90% of people who are working in these companies are Ghanaians. Yes, I'm being quiet. I'm expecting you to answer because you don't think. You're taking things with emotions. We cannot stop fixing our country because we want to be made bad people. Now we must be held hostage using the word xenophobia. There's nothing xenophobia here. We are awake. We know that people, they want to come here and take our informal trading. And people, they come here because where they come from, they lack MTN. They lack proper hotels. So we gave you MTN, we gave you hotels, we gave you Standard Bank. If you don't want it, it's fine. Go and close it. We can't wait. But the fact is that people who don't have documents in South Africa, they will leave South Africa. South Africans now, they have came to their senses. They understood. You can't come here and tell us about the history of giving Mandela money. It was a donation. Who forced you? Who asked you? But then if you want that money back, all these countries that we are owing, send the contract and the terms and conditions of that contract will pay you back. It's not that we can't pay you back. If you want that $1 million, whoever who gave Mandela, definitely South Africa, they can pay you back. Even if the government says they can't pay you back, we will donate as citizens and make an account and pay you back. But what I need you to do, run quickly and close those companies and see who will be jobless tomorrow. Is it South Africans? Those companies are not owned by our mothers and fathers as citizens, are owned by those one capitalists, white capitalists. We are not gaining any profits in those businesses. Remember, South Africa came back from a history of being isolated. We, Black Africans, you were not suffering enough when it comes. You never had apartheid. You were just colonized. You had only white people who took over your land, who ran businesses. We were isolated in a very bad way. We never had an opportunity to run a business. We never had an opportunity to have a house. Majority of you, especially Ghanaians, you were liberated or you got your freedom 60 years ago, but we are still depending on South Africa to give you a Standard Bank, to give you MTN. What are you producing? Close those businesses. We'll take away all these churches that are in these South African provinces, because churches is the only thing that Ghanaians, they know how to do, most of it. Go and close those businesses. And stop threatening us about the history of Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela benefited that money with his friends and family. Today, we are still here. We have no liberation. We have no freedom. We have not benefited anything from that Nelson Mandela that we are proud of. Go and close those businesses. We invite you. And close them in 48 hours if you can, if it's possible. And come back to this group and tell us that it is done. Then let's see who will suffer. You can't come to our country and expect us to suffer from these foreign nationals who are selling drugs here, who are owning houses but they don't have documents, who are owning a land but they don't have passports. And then you try to find stories in order to try and fight our cause. Our cause is straightforward. No illegal foreign nationals here will stay here. You are telling us that you will close companies. Do you know how many Ghanaian doctors are in South Africa? Do you know? Ghanaian engineers who are in South Africa. There are a lot of people here who are working. It's not like you are doing us a favor by accommodating companies. Companies are helping you that side. As much as the doctors from Ghana who are here, they are helping us. And they get paid. Even you that side, you are working for Standard Bank, you get paid. So don't act as if we've got an upper hand. Go and close those companies and come back to us so that you can give us the proper results. With stats, you can't be saying that while you are still on your shack. For the fact that you've got airtime of talking nonsense.
Hello Mzansi, welcome to Mgozi waseMzansi. These are South Africans sending messages to the government yaseMzansi, and people are saying ukuthi i-government yaseMzansi i-protect some foreigners and not ma-South Africans. Bavulele ma-border uma bephinze lapho bavumele ma-foreigners kuthathanase and whatever afuna kuyenda la South Africa. And people are saying ukuthi akusiko nangokuthi we are not angry enough as ma-South Africans, but asinako ngisho nanokubumbana. People are always saying ukuthi asiphumeni isimashini siphumeni ngetingane, but hlezi bantu babhaca kuma-keyboard emafoni bathi siyanisupport, hey we are there nani ngemimoya, bathi abafuni mimoya hambani nani niyokhombisa ukuthi anibafuni bantu bokufika abantu baphume ngetingane. So guys, it's just so sad sana ukuthi vele our government is really protecting ma-foreigners. If ma-foreigners they are marching, hlezi agadwe maphoyisa if ushayela foreigner or kube khona something lendeka between the South African and foreigner, they will always defend foreigners and not South Africans, and people are tired. Do share your thoughts on the comment section. I'll see you on the next one. I'm signing out. Goodbye.